walking. Just keep walking till you can't go no more. Oh, no, okay, stay there. All right, I'll send you a picture of the shuttle right now. I think it's already in the text I sent you. All right, I'm in the airport. I'm on Terminal 1. I'll be there in a minute or two. All right, all right.
good. Hey, I'm sitting with you. Don't touch me. Yeah, don't touch me.
Don't touch me.
Don't touch me.
Woo. This is great. I don't know if I'm gonna get Isaac though. All right. Everybody, look at the camera. I don't know. I can't see, so you got to make sure you can.
Welcome to Fort Lauderdale, everybody.
Thanks, Nick.
One more time.
They just closed this sidewalk over here?
They're building Spirit's new terminal here, Terminal 5. I forget it's under construction. But that's supposed to be where everybody's waiting. I guess they're letting anybody pick them up anywhere now. So I think we're gonna take. We can take the beach or the highway. I think we're gonna take the beach.
When can he come?
Yeah, I think we'll take the beach. No, I'm talking to myself. We're gonna take the. We can take the highway or the beach. I think we're gonna take the beach. It's such a nice day. Yeah. It's probably only a couple of minutes longer.
Plus, he's been down here for a while. Yeah. I didn't know he didn't. He's from Dartmouth. Lived here. Worked. Spent 15 years. Yeah. So he came to work. Yes. And then I think he got is it Ryan? Yes. Yeah. Kind of. I don't think he gets it. Oh, he's a start.
You could drive in Boston, Nick. That's how they drive in Boston.
You have express lanes like this in Boston?
They got just one set.
Not as many.
Do people drive over those plastic cones?
No, they set up. They got this machine that drives down and it like a zipper, and it puts the barrier over there. Then it, after so many hours, it moves into the other
So
side.
you can't go over the barrier, right?
Yeah, no.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is our permanent barrier, and people drive over them.
Just decide like halfway through, I need to go in and just.
No, they probably just get in by mistake because the GPS doesn't tell them.
Okay.
And then the GPS tells them to get off here, and they can't get off, so they just go right over them, and then they cause an accident. And then they go this way too. And then sometimes they're missing because they're broken at night, and they're missing, and people think it's actually an exit. If 4 or 5 of them are missing, it looks like you're supposed to go through. And it's the most dangerous. This is the most dangerous part of I-95 from Palm Beach to Miami. Actually used to be all orange, and the orange ones broke, and they replaced them with white ones that were a little thicker, and now they're starting to break and get dirty. Now and then you'll see a brand new white one, but they're getting ready to. There's the orange ones. You're getting ready to all break too. So every night they come by and they try to glue them down because it's glued down.
Okay.
And it's a very, very, very dangerous thing.
Highway's not as wide as this. See, that's like 4 lanes.
Yeah, this is as wide as it gets.
Yeah, should have.
All right, what color do we think the truck's gonna be after I went out?
Yeah. You want to get start a pool?
Yeah, we just got a pool in the truck color. I'm gonna say grayish black. Grayish black. I think it sounds like a goldish. Gold slash.
What color the truck's gonna be?
I'm gonna go like this is
Multicolor.
It's an unknown, right? What color do you think? What color do you think the car is gonna be? I think we can think about lime green.
Was it crazy down here last week, Nick, for the air show?
I mean, I live around here, so if you live around here, it's crazy. Whenever they do something on the beach, the Air and Sea show, and then they have the That's the boat show once a year. So yeah, it is crazy, but not so much like I guess on that side of 95. You know, on this side of 95, everybody's trying to get over there. Yeah. But they lift the bridges up, and then you can't go over the bridge anymore. So if you live here, you know that there's only a certain amount of time before you can get to the beach.
Okay.
Yeah, and it wasn't that crazy.
I saw a couple of videos online. It looked pretty cool.
Yeah, the Blue Angels fly right over my house on Thursday to practice, or Friday. So they don't really fly over my house when they're actually doing the show, because they fly over the beach. But they have to fly into Fort Lauderdale Airport, and then they practice. So for them to get to Fort Lauderdale Airport to go practice over the ocean, they go right over my house. And those planes, when they take off, they're always in formation. They never actually get out of formation. So they all like take off one after the other, literally, and then they just, as soon as they lift up, they're in formation. It isn't like they just come and meet. So it's a very interesting thing, because I live, right here, and they, all day you saw them just coming right over my house. It was pretty amazing. They were pretty low.
Yeah.
It said Navy on them. It was pretty crazy. Yeah, it's great. I see it every year, but it's great. It's you never get sick of that.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
But every now and then the stealth bomber comes. It hasn't come in the last couple of years, but sometimes the stealth bomber comes, and that's the highlight of the weekend. When that comes, it didn't come this year either. They never say when it's going to come.
Okay.
It's a secret.
Yeah.
But sometimes it just pops up at the end, and it just like hovers over the water, and then just goes up and then takes off, and it's like an unbelievable sight to see. It looks like an alien spacecraft. It sounds different than all the other planes. All the other planes sound the same, like high-pitched motorcycles kind of, but the stealth bomber kind of like sucks the air, and it doesn't sound like a plane. It sounds like a spaceship. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I miss looking at that. We'll be there in 10 minutes.
Okay.
And you'll be swimming in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I see you right on the ocean.
Yeah, we're right on the A1A.
Yeah. There's only one street east of you, and that's just a weird street.
Yeah. We've stayed at this hotel before a couple times.
Oh yeah, it's cool. So you must like the whole area over there. They have a lot of nice restaurants, and they have the boardwalk over there. Yeah, I know this area very well.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's very fun.
Yeah, did you hear about Vinny's? Were you here when Vinny's was here?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know Vinny personally.
Oh yeah.
Vinny had a restaurant down the street here for many years that just did okay, and he decided to try to, after you have a restaurant for like 10 years and it just does okay, there's nothing really you can do to make it do great, and he knew that, so he basically said, you know what, I'm gonna gamble. And I'm gonna go rent the place in an unbelievable location. The rent is double, but I after 10 years of doing this, I know I can do it. And he did it, and now it's the most hottest spot in there. And the city actually, what his luck was that during the pandemic, the city let all the restaurants put tables on the sidewalks because they weren't allowed to all be inside, and for some reason the city let them leave them there. So that was his luck that happened. So he automatically gained 20 tables, and everyone wants to sit outside, especially in the winter. It's getting a little too hot for me to sit outside right now, but at night it's not. Go ahead, you can go. At night it's not. At night it's nice, but in the daytime it's really you're not gonna go. Okay. Stop. At night, it's nice, but in the daytime, it's a little humid, a little hot,
Yeah.
and especially if you're eating Italian food, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they have oysters and very good oysters there.
Yeah,
Had the
they-
crabs before.
Oyster bar. Excuse me 1 second. Hi, Sean. Oh, hold on. Yeah, Sean. I'm on my way to drop people off in Lauderdale-by-the-Sea. I'm here in Lauderdale-by-the-Sea now, and then I'm off for a little bit. Why? What's up? Yeah, I can meet you. I can meet you in about an hour. All right, never mind. Yeah, I can't because I'm dropping them off now. I won't be back there until 45 minutes to an hour.
Throw it in there.
All right, bye.
Yeah, we love the atmosphere over there at Vinny's.
Yeah, it's a good
we got
crowd over there.
Entertainment at night.
Yeah, it's a good crowd.
Yeah.
It's not a lot of kids. It's a lot of adults.
That's why we
Yeah.
like this area.
Yeah. You should buy something here and move here then.
Yeah. Can you convince her to do that?
You should.
Yeah, convince.
The longer you wait, the more expensive. I know it's expensive, but the longer you wait, the more expensive it's going to be.
Yeah.
And you'll be living in a place that's probably one of the best places in the world to live.
Yeah.
Not only the best place in our country, but the best place in the world.
Yeah.
Because this is a great place to live in America, but there's other countries that it also has great places to live. But as far as America goes, and as far as the Fort Lauderdale beach goes, the lifestyle's unbelievable here.
Yeah.
And it's so capitalism is so at home here that there's always places opening up. That dog place is new. I know everything around here. This dog place is new. Yeah. Yeah, so everything is opening and closing. See how nothing's for rent?
Yeah.
Everything's opening and closing. If the business is not doing great, it goes out of business. It can't just make a living, you know. A business here has to really be really, really good, or it goes out of business.
They do most of their business in the winter though, right? Summertime.
No, it's becoming. It used to be more like that, but now it's more. It's not as seasonal now.
No, it's year round.
Mostly it's because the cruise ships are year round too now. The cruise ships used to only come here in the winter, and now because the cruise business is so big, and we got Disney now coming to Fort Lauderdale. They used to come to Miami. That's a big draw.
Yeah.
So I think that the seasons are not as important as they used to be. Even my business, I used to starve in the summer, and now I'm still doing good. I do better in the winter, but I'm still doing. Every year I do better in the summer.
Yeah.
The winters have always been great, but every year for the past 10 years, the summers have been better. So that's why I say this. It's less seasonal now, and you notice by the traffic too. It usually used to be during the spring and summer, the traffic would be easy, and it's still all year around now. There's tons of traffic.
Yeah.
And they're building, rentals, and if they're building rentals, big time rentals, the developers know that this is where people want to live, because they're not building office buildings, they're knocking things down and they're building rentals. So this is that bridge I said that opens.
Yes.
So during the air show, after 10 o'clock in the morning, they leave the bridge open. So no more people. Yeah, you can't even get off unless you can't get off. No, you can't get off. You're stuck here.
Yeah.
If you're here for the air show after 10 a.m., you ain't getting off the beach till 2 p.m. Yeah, and they do that because obviously if too many people are on the beach, the fire engines can't operate.
Yeah.
So they know how many people can go over that bridge, and then they go like that, and then, the fire department has to be able to maneuver.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, they also opened up the Greek. I don't know when's the last time you were here, but there was a Greek restaurant on the corner here that went out of business, and now it's a taco place.
Oh, Taco Craft, yeah.
Taco, so that's popular too now. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, we
So you've been here
come down
recently then?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
We were here for Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
My daughter's graduating. That's why there's a ton of us. My daughter's graduating from Nova tomorrow.
Oh, nice. Nova here in Fort Lauderdale?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I used to hang out in Nova for a while. Yeah.
I want to like it.
That's the main street with the restaurants.
And I don't know if you guys know, but if you walk a little further to the left, there's a public supermarket.
Yes.
And there's a great breakfast place called First Watch.
Yep.
Yeah, I go to First Watch a lot over there. I like their breakfasts, and their iced coffee actually is really good.
See, this is the circuit right here.
Oh yeah, yeah, great.
This is what I downloaded. actually on the left.
Yeah, I see it right here. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're probably gonna go through that door right
Yeah,
there,
through
right?
that little gate.
All right, I'm gonna turn around.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn around and then drop you off on the sidewalk. 'Cause
Okay.
you could drive on the sidewalks over here.
The beach is right here.
Yeah, they're gonna knock all this down sooner or later.
All these old motels. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one we said, this one we're staying at, we came probably 5 years now, and super nice guy. He bought it, he renovated it all.
Yeah.
He's very, very nice guy.
Yeah. I mean, these little boutique hotels are great, but there's word that in the next 10, 20 years that they're all gonna get bought up and they're gonna build big hotels and big condos here.
Yeah.
It's just too much of a prestigious neighborhood to have these little
Yeah.
mom and pop
Which-
little places. They're great. They should stay, but like I said, because of capitalism, it's not going to happen.
I'm sure he'll get a nice.
Yeah, the
change
Ritz-Carlton.
for
The Ritz-Carlton wants to come here.
Yeah, so
You know what I
he'll get
mean?
a
The
nice chunk of
Ritz-Carlton.
change for his
The
property.
Ritz-Carlton is going to be the first major hotel in the Lauderdale-by-the-Sea. They have one at Fort Lauderdale Beach. It's
Yeah.
doing great. They want to have one here too.
Yeah.
So I know the valet guys there, and they tell me that they're already talking about where they're going to put it,
Yeah.
which means they got to buy the whole block.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know, they're gonna because they need a parking garage, and then they're gonna build it up, and then
Yeah.
once they build that one, then all the speculators will buy all the other ones around it, and then Marriott will come and all of that. But for now, I mean, these buildings are very old. Like, look how they don't even have central air conditioning. You see how it has the air conditioning in the wall?
Yeah.
So that's a giveaway. When you see a building that has an air conditioner in the wall, that's getting knocked down. There's no way that's going to survive. Because that building was probably, that looks like a renovation because I can tell by the styrofoam windowsills. But most of these buildings were built in the late 40s and early 50s. Yeah. They don't have any attic space. They can't even put central air. There's no space in between the first floor and the second floor. So they have to put something on the wall. And most of them do have it. Like here's another guy hanging an air conditioner out of the window on the left over here. See? So that's a dead giveaway when you see that is these buildings are going to go. Yeah.
But they'll probably get good money from.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, sure.
Such to the people
But then
in
again,
places.
they're spending a fortune on taxes. I mean, these people are spending like probably $100,000 to like $500,000 a year just to the state, just to have the building. Like, even if you own it, the taxes on something like this is incredible. Every year you got to pay. Yeah, maybe $1 million, maybe more. So a lot of these places don't make as much money as you think because of all the bills that they have, the taxes they have to pay. Yeah. But you're gonna go probably through this door
Yeah,
right
right
here.
through that gate, right
All right.
there,
So
yeah.
let me put the luggage over there so it's easier to get the luggage out. You guys can get out over here. All right.
We made it.
All right, everybody, watch your head when you get out there. You don't hit your head on this piece of metal right up here. Just gonna tell you to have 2 steps. 2 steps. Yeah, watch your head. Yeah. Yes, Steve. I can pull over right. I can pull over right now and look, and I'll call you right back. All right. All right. All right. Yeah, my fault. I'm on my way back. All right, bye.